What's going on YouTube? OCD for EDC here. And what I got for your face balls today, in honor of National Knife Day, I figured we would open up a big ass package of a bunch of stuff that just came in, and it was actually supposed to be 2 packages, but only one of them showed up. I'm assuming that the other one was on the truck because it shows that it was, but the driver says he couldn't find it. So hooray for me. But a little unboxing knife here is going to be the Liang Ma KUF. This is the lefty variant. This was graciously loaned to me by Kevin over at Lefty EDC. And not only am I going to review said knife, I'm also going to be doing a little bit of work to it. So pretty cool. Really digging the left-handed variant here. But we got a whole bunch of new stuff that some of which is going up on the website. Some of it is, yeah, already spoken for and whatnot. But anyway, let's see what we can... Here. I got another package that showed up, and I'm going to use that box to offload some of the peanuts that we have going here, as to not make a huge mess, hopefully. Give us a little room to get some of this crap out of the box. So, this is a pretty good sized box, like I said. Several things in here. So, we've got those 2 packages from Kaiser. We've got a cold steel box. We've got 2 more Kaiser packages and another cold steel box. What else we got in here? Oh, we got a couple of big packages. So right now I'm just setting these off to the side. And then, yeah, okay. So that's it. Okay, here's what we got. We got some Kaiser boxes. And we got a couple of cold steel boxes, as well as some DMT boxes. Yeah, okay. So, anyway, these are for me. I needed to replace a couple of my DMT stones, and so I got this right here is DMT coarse. You can see right there. This is the 10 by 4 inch DMT stone, and comes with some little rubber feet. So there's one, as well as, you know, all the paperwork and stuff. Pluck it and file it. Okay, and then we've got this one here, and these are the 2 stones that I use most commonly. Get out of there. Again, some rubber feet, and this stone right here, which is the DMT fine. You can see right there. So these are the Diasharp, like I said, 10 by 4 inch stones, which I really like having the 10 inch stones, just having the large. Get out of there. My dog is literally eating the packing peanuts. So that's fantastic. Get out of there. Okay, sorry about that. But, you know, that's what... Hey, get out of there. Good God, I don't know what they put on those packing peanuts, but he's really pumped about it. Okay, so we've got a couple of... We got a couple of knives here. Okay. I just moved the box up and out of his reach. So, that works. Alright. We're going to use the old MBK slayback here. And, you know, we'll open up these boxes and check the factory edges, and just to see how these companies are doing these days. So a lot of this stuff was ordered in for specific people, and some of it was ordered for the website. Like I said, there's another box that was supposed to be here from the same place, which, like I said, I'm pretty confident that it was on the truck as well. It just, the driver didn't want to look for it. But anyway, here is the 8015 Light in AUS 10A with the black G10 and the black Scorpion lock bar. I really like the 8015. It's a fantastic knife. And this one here is the 8015 standard variation in S35VN. So that's really, really cool. I love the 8015. It's an awesome, awesome knife. So there we go. We got those two. Very, very nice. Move some stuff out of the way. And then we got some Kaisers. So let's see what all we got here. I haven't looked to see what these are, but okay, so here is the Sheepdog XL in micarta. And if you guys remember, you saw a Sheepdog XL in micarta on my channel a few weeks ago, and I modded that one and sold it, and it sold in about 30 seconds. And then I had several emails, people hitting me up wanting one of those, and so I'm doing a couple of them, basically in the similar fashion. All right, what do we got here? Oh, this is the Kaiser Mini Critical in 3V. That's, I think they're calling that green micarta, although it looks kind of gray. So that's cool. And then here's another. So this is another Sheepdog XL in micarta. There we go. Excellent. And then what's this one? Oh, another Kaiser Critical, or Mini Critical, in carbon fiber and red trim. Okay. So, let's, we'll also, I only used the very tip of this to cut a little bit of tape, so we'll also check the factory edge on this MBK real quick. So we've got a handful here to check the factory edges on, and several of these doesn't really matter because they're just going to get modded right away. But, you know, it's interesting to see how these companies are doing with their factory edges anyway. So, let's see. Yeah, you guys can see that. We did the 8015s first. So this is the 8015 Light in AUS 10A. Let's see. Oh. Here we go. 185. 185 on the AUS 10A. Not terrible, but certainly Cold Steel's over the years. I haven't had any of their stuff for a little while, but quite a while ago, they used to have really, really good factory edges. You know, going back a year or two ago, their factory edges were really fantastic. But, okay, let's check out this S35VN on the Cold Steel 8015. 145. So we had a 185 and a 145. Very cool. All right. I don't have my wife here to load these up for me. Next up, we've got the Sheepdog Xls. These are 154 cm. But if you guys saw my video where I did the modded variant. I reground the blade till it was about 9 thousandths behind the edge. Oh, 120. 120 on the Kaiser Sheepdog XL. Very cool. Yeah, that 154 cm with the regrind, I mean, that thing was just vicious sharp. And the guy who bought it, he actually cut himself with it right when he first got it. Which, I'm not laughing at him. But, yeah, I had spent a little time stropping that thing up. It was very, very sharp. And, yeah, and I've certainly cut the hell out of myself constantly. So, happens all the time. All right, here we go. Whoa, 70. 70 on the second one. So that thing, that's our top dog right at the moment. Well, if we have something that beats a 70, that'll be really fantastic. A 70 is really fantastic. So, good on Kaiser. That's awesome that they were able to get that out of the box. Okay. All right. We'll go with the Mini Critical here, the micarta variant. Now, these are in CPM 3V, which are super cool. I like the Critical. I like the full size and the mini version. They're both great knives. Here we go. 140 on the Mini Critical. Nice. Okay. Now, if anyone's interested in picking up one of these Mini Criticals, these are going on the website to be sold. So I had some requests to bring these back in. 120 on the carbon fiber with red trim. Yeah, the Mini Critical, really cool little knives. Yeah, they're good ones for sure. Riding on bearings, the micarta and the carbon fiber. It's like a large weave carbon fiber. It's really cool looking. The micarta with the gray backspacer, it looks fantastic as well. Satin blade versus the black coated blade. But both of them are CPM 3V blade steel. Really, really cool. Okay, now we're down to this MBK here. Let's see what we got going on. So this ZDP 189, like I said, all I did was use about 1/8 of an inch of the tip there to cut that tape. So this is still a factory fresh edge. Hasn't cut anything yet, or at least back where we're going to test it. Really cool little knife. Let's see what we're working with here. .115. So very nice. You know, we got these little 3-inch Warncliffe blades, so you can see there the MBK along with the Kaiser Mini Critical. Pretty interesting knives, and you know, some real interesting steel choices there. ZDP 189 and CPM 3V. Yeah, all three of these super cool knives. You can see there that the MBK is very slightly smaller, although the cutting edge is basically the same. If we line up the pivots, the handles are a little bit bigger, but yeah, cutting edge is just about identical. Really, really close anyway. So there you go, guys. So we got a couple of cold steels and a handful of Kaisers in this package. And there you go. as well as some new sharpening accoutrement for me. So that's fantastic. Super pumped for that. And yeah, hopefully you guys go out and enjoy the National Knife Day. If you guys are not familiar, National Knife Day always falls on August 24th. And it's basically just a day to show appreciation for what is really, you know, the oldest tool in human history and quite possibly the most useful. You know, I think it's pretty fair to say that without a knife, yeah, this is really what set humans apart way back in the day, was the ability to build tools. And one of the very first tools that anyone ever built was a cutting instrument. So, yeah, knives have been with us basically going back to, you know, fire and that sort of thing. You know, before we even used steel and whatnot, you know, rock and bone and those kinds of things they made knives out of. So it's really just a cool, you know, day to show your appreciation for a tool that has been very integral to a human's way of life going back thousands of years. So really, really cool. I think it's cool that they, you know, still do things like that, even though we do get some hate. Just today, day before Knife Day, National Knife Day, I'm filming this on Monday, the 23rd. Our website got shut down yet again for the payment processor saying that these things are weapons. Now, I'm very hopeful that we're going to get back up and rolling in very, very short order. But it's incredibly frustrating that we even have to jump through the hoops. Yeah, my wife is working her butt off trying to make it all happen, and just out of nowhere, nothing happened. There was no, like, one thing that set it off or anything like that. We just, after months of, you know, successful business growth, we just get an email out of the blue that says, because of the type of items that you're selling, we will no longer work with you. So, incredibly frustrating. Somebody just pulled in my driveway. That's my cue to go. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you later.